Welcome to Fastang 444. I had some time to play the Eliminator on New Year's Day 2025, and I am trying to start in one of my favorite areas, the greenhouse area. And I parked next to this red shed, angled southeast. Potentially there could be 3 drops, one behind me I would hear, one on the left I would see, and by angling southeast, potentially if there is one on the other side of the greenhouses, I would see it between the tiles. And when the game starts, none of those 3 things happen. So I am actually just going to move to the road where potentially there would be a drop right next to the road. Sometimes drops appear regardless of them being when the game starts, and as the game starts I look over behind me, there isn't a drop, and those 3 potential drops to the right there are not there. I am going over this direction. I can see I have enough time to head towards Ekbalum. There were multiple cars on the mini map in the greenhouse area, and I didn't notice any drops over there regardless. So it's actually a route I used to take quite a bit. I would just automatically start going this direction when there wasn't a drop next to that point I started, and I go over here and glance to the left, and there is a drop over this direction. So I won't go towards Ekbalum. I will head over towards this drop, and there is another drop farther ahead. This is a level 2 Porsche 911. I'll take it. It's not too bad of a level 2 actually. It accelerates quickly off-road, so a little quicker than what you start in. I go over to this drop. I am doing drop by numbers. Started in a 1, found a 2, now a 3. So there's a car over on the left, the right, and then one in front of me. So I'll go just over the left center of this. You can see those rocks on the rock face there. It's actually a ridge that I would jump off of if the final arena is in the southeast. So let's head over here and see if I can't chase down this car that's ahead. I was going over the bridge, but I was too far over, so let's just continue on this line here. Thought I was gaining on them a little bit, so they may be in something slower. They are on the mini map now, so I am gaining on them. I know the pyramid strip is right ahead, and I'll pause this here. You see that dirt road that has a loop in it? I know there is a gap through the pyramid strip right around that. They go off to the right. They are actually in a level 5 to birdie, to my surprise. So I will continue on through the pyramid strip, through this gap, and I will slow this down coming up. Look at the mini map and the direction they take. They are going south down the pyramid strip. I guess that's southwest, but regardless, they are staying in the pyramid strip. The finish is over here, not too far from the highway at this intersection that's ahead. So I will have an easy time beating this level 5 to birdie 2 levels higher. They're still over there. I actually thought they would rage quit. I was looking back to see if they had the map open above them, and that's usually a sign that they're going to rage quit. I think they actually just conceded the loss and parked. And I recommend you actually do that. Don't rage quit, and help people level up quicker that are remaining in the game. And it just says you have beaten your opponent because they were outside of a certain distance. It won't show their gamer tag. So I will definitely take the birdie over the mini buggy. So that worked out well. So I will continue on this line. Back over towards the field near the hacienda over here. There are some drops that just appeared here. Take a glance at them. I've actually had good luck finding higher level drops in this area, so it's very tempting to look at them. For Audi S1, head over towards these other drops, and I open up the map along the way. And I'll slow this down. It's critical to know where the final arena will be because of the patterns of the head-to-heads. And you see how Atlantis Titula is not within the next arena, and the arena wall touches this current arena and the next arena just northwest of Atlantis Titula. That tells me it will be Arena 10. And I'll insert this map so you can see. Arena 8 and 9 are around Atlantis Titula. Arena 10 is just northwest of Atlantis Titula. There are certain patterns, as I mentioned, of head-to-heads that you will learn in each of these arenas, depending on where the head-to-head starts. So I am heading away from where the final arena will be. Glance at that drop along the way. Glance at this one. This one is a level 6 aerial nomad, so I will take it. And I start heading away from where the progression of the game is leading everyone, where the head-to-heads are leading, and that's a faster, actually, level 5 Maserati Levante, and they are heading away from the direction of a head-to-head. They start heading actually northwest. I know the head-to-head leads southeast, so I started to go around the hill, and when I saw the finish point, I determined that I will go around the hill, not the east side of it, but the west side of it. Take this bridge. Once I am across the bridge, this is actually a point that I use for a bank turn to go to the right, but the finish is over to the left. And I can see this dirt road. It's kind of a clearing through the trees around that dirt road. So I will just go around the trees over to the finish and get into a level 7 here. Let's see what is offered. Head back over towards the field and take this level 7 Ferrari. And I'll have to use some caution with it because it is a track vehicle. It does not handle very well off-road. So here's a car chasing me. I accidentally crossed paths with that Audi S1. So I am going away from the direction of the head-to-head, and I will turn around on them. I call this leading them away. They are actually in a faster Audi RS7. And this is a pattern of a head-to-head when it's Arena 10 that goes below this elevation here on the right and follows this dirt road that leads to a paved road when the head-to-head originates where we started there. So this is one of the patterns when it's Arena 10. This is actually my favorite head-to-head in this area. A lot of times I will park around that ridge that I went around back there and try and catch someone going the wrong direction or jumping over that ridge. But you have to use caution that someone doesn't come up behind you with momentum. I've had that happen once too many. So now I will go over towards the pyramid strip, away from the progression of the game, towards the perimeter of the next arena. And I open up the map and verify definitely going to be Arena 10. You see how Atlantis the Tool is not within the next arena. So head over outside of where the next arena will be. Go towards the perimeter of the arena that is about to shrink. I see a car on the mini-map that's ahead, but they wind up running off. So I will go over to the north side of the highway here, around these drops. Take a peek at them. Not of interest. So I am going to park over next to a building here where I'm not visible, and when I park, my vehicle will go opaque on the mini-map where I am not visible on the mini-map. And I know that a head-to-head originating from around here will go towards that field up the incline that is south. So here comes a car on the highway. Let's see if I can engage in a head-to-head with them. They see me moving towards them now. And I thought they were going to go the direction of a head-to-head. They don't. They wind up, oh wow, they're in a level 10 Hoonigan RS200. So they wind up going west on the highway for a moment there. So I will head over between the greenhouses and then angle over up the incline. And someone just got into a Hoonigan Group A there. So let's see if I can't get through here without hitting too many trees. And they are going up a point where it's a very steep incline. There's a lot of trees, so oh no. I lost the lead hitting that tree. And I'll slow this down coming up here. Watch this. I thought they were going to cross the finish right in front of me, but then they hit a tree. I'm going to win. I'm going to take their Hoonigan RS200. Wow. I will continue west towards the field here. I don't see anyone on the mini-map that's potentially sniping cars as they are leveling up or completing head-to-heads. So I will go back over to that low side of that ridge that I mentioned. That point that I like to park at and potentially catch someone going the wrong direction. Ultimately, I don't even want to get into another head-to-head. Oh, look at that. Someone just got into a Nissan GTR. So I'll wait till the arena is shrinking and then pull over and get in position for the final showdown. I'll be certain not to leave enough time for someone to engage and complete a head-to-head with me. Oh, and someone just won a late head-to-head and gets into a Lamborghini Centenario. this paved road bends to the left, I like to leave, actually there's some trees over here that I like to leave next to. Right here. I'll pause this here. Final showdown in 28 seconds. This is the point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 10. The range of time to leave is 21 to 24 seconds. I will leave it 22 seconds. I will follow along this road, and I'll pause this coming up here. Look at this distance. Final showdown in 11 seconds. That's approximately the distance you want before the arena wall to exit, right around 3 seconds. I'll go through the corner of this greenhouse. Not bad. 2.5 seconds on my exit with speed. When the finish point appears, it winds up north of the stadium. So I will angle slightly over to the left here. There's a tree that is on the other side of the highway. You see it there on the right. That's my point that I know to turn to the right here, avoiding these buildings and trees that are off on the left. I actually wind up going through a few of them, but that's fine. That's a good line. Now I can angle over towards the finish. Go along the east side of the stadium, and it appears as though the finish is around the Bat's Head. So I will just angle over towards the finish here. I can see on the mini-map now the Bat's Head. I know to go across the top of the Bat's Head. This is a clear route over to the finish. What a great win in this Hoonigan RS200 that I took.
Congratulations! You are the Eliminator!
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video along with all of my videos. And if you've been enjoying my channel, what's the problem? Subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. Just click that link on the bottom right and quit messing around here. Come on.